No passengers.
The elevator team has is overloading of the elevators. Elevator, always look for the capacity plate. It may be on the same wall as the buttons, it may be on the opposite wall, it may be on the back wall. But before approaching the elevator, always check to make sure you know the capacity of the elevator.
That's a good shot. Good shot.
Towards your lift truck and your load. Add the total weight of the skid and the load, plus yourself, or the vat, the meat, of course yourself, and whoever is going to be on the elevator at that time. The warning bells shall ring. You have many options in this case. First off is to lessen the load, either by removing some VMAGs of meat or a vat, or possibly just putting the load itself on the elevator and taking the power lift down on another elevator and then meeting up with that load at the bottom. Never should you try to cheat the elevator by jumping up and down on it, by closing the gate and pushing the buttons and hoping the bell will go off, and this can cause disastrous results, and it should be taken very seriously.
Another area of concern is the damage we've been having lately on the elevator gates in general. Just to give you an idea of the cost to fix some of these gates that are broke by people that are just a little careless going on and off with loads. To replace the wooden slats on the wooden gates on elevator like 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 5. Each wooden slat that's broken is $20 to replace. It's oak, plus the labor to fix that wooden piece. And another instance is if you were to knock off the steel gates, steel doors on 6 and 7, you're looking at around $6,000 damage there. So it's been quite a concern and quite an expense that we've been trying to cut down on. The way to load an elevator is to back on with your load, so you're able to drive off when you go to whatever floor you're going to. And a lot of guys they drive on and back off, or they back on and they back into the sides of the elevators, or they knock into they hit the back wall or the back gate, for instance, on some elevators, and there's damage there. So the proper way is to back your load on, just be real safe and cautious when you do it, and before you drive off, just look both ways, because there are people and lots of traffic on certain floors and in front of certain elevators. This is the wrong way.
have your floor level, your elevator floor level with your floor to get an on so you don't jar the elevator too hard.
Truckers get on with the loads and stuff, that they come on at an angle because of the groove in between the floors yet. It's very hard on the elevators. They come on with both wheels at the same time. Elevators, best if the elevator operator gets off and stands to the side while the load is going on for safety reasons.
People that are wondering what the red flashing light is out in front of some of the elevators in the plant. A red flashing light indicates that a load is being brought off the elevator, or a load is going to be taken onto that elevator to go.
I don't mind being in the video at all. I can pass on some tips. I've been working here for 29 years, and I feel that driving a lifter is much like driving a car. You have to learn to perceive how fast you're going and what you're doing, and it's like an extension of your own body. So what happens is when you're driving into a small space like this, you have to be able to know just when to let off on your accelerator and brake so that you come within about 2 inches of the back of the elevator. And in this case, on the far side, I noticed there was a tripod laying on the floor, so I also had to steer around that. So we're slightly off center, otherwise there'd be room for two in here. That's about all I have to say.
Whoever comes into elevator, he's supposed to be sure there is elevator in the straight position. They're supposed to check outside before you go in the elevator if that's safe to go in. Also, that elevator number 2 is not safe because they are moving buttons for operated from there to here. It's supposed to be on both sides because when I got 2 trucks, I has to go between these 2 trucks. And to open that gate down on the first floor, that's not safe. That somebody not making safe there when he change it his button because we have a button right there and he move it from here. Thank you very much.